Please like, thumbs up, subscribe to the channel please.
Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another stream today, and today we're on week 5 of the NFL, and yeah, what's that? Game. And we are home. The Bills will be home.
It's week 5 of the NFL, and coming up, we're going to see Leonard Fournette. He was unstoppable a week ago, a mountain of yards and a pair of touchdowns. It's the Bills and the Jaguars, and it's kicking off next on Madden NFL 24.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to one of the great cities of the world, London, England. Coming up, another installment of the NFL International Series.
Yo, welcome to the stream. Welcome.
Jaguars taking on the Buffalo Bills. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gautin. Charles, last week you and I were up at Wembley Stadium for the Jags and Falcons. This week, the venue shifts about 12 miles east to Tottenham Hotspur Stadium as the Jaguars go for the first ever London sweep, winning in the... So here come the Bills on offense for the first time. And trotting out there, their tall quarterbacks standing at 6'5".
And the guys on the other side of the ball know they'll have to be on their toes. And it's obviously not just the passing, but the running element that makes him dangerous.
Let's
He
do
went
this.
for 100 yards in that game last week, so keeping it contained will be a big emphasis for this defense.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. They'll buy some time right. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. He was looking to get it to Jarvis Landry that time. And it's second down. You look at this Jaguar defense. This crew against the pass, issues at times, ranked number 24, Charles, in the NFL.
And the easy thought process is that stopping the run is the least of their problems because they're facing the #1 passing team in the NFL. But if they don't stop the run as well, then that just opens up the passing game even more. They've got to do both. Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
On third down, he'll drop to throw, eluding the pressure right. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
As we both know, there's a lot that went into why they made it their first-round pick this year. Part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. But Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right because
The Bills suck.
we've seen in the past.
Wow, Joseph. Wow. What do you mean they suck? They're having a great season.
You've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
The rushing numbers for Fournette from last week. There was no answer.
They're going 0-1 every season so far, even though I'm only in week 5.
LMAO.
Yeah. Kansas City suck, how about that? We'll be facing them eventually. I think it'll be the next stream. So I'm gonna try to. Oh, damn it. That was a good run. See what I mean? Because we'll be facing them eventually. Look at that run. That would have been a touchdown.
And he's halfway there just in the first quarter. This is a record-setting pace. Hopefully, he can keep it up.
Ready? It's gonna be a touchdown right here.
On the move to his left.
Touchdown!
A 16-yard touchdown run.
Look at that run. Bye-bye.
And this is a balancing act for a head coach with a rookie quarterback. You've got to walk a line with it. You don't want him getting happy feet, but you also don't want to rein in what worked for him in college.
6-0.
I would have laughed if you didn't get that.
Nah, I got that shit. Cause the Bills are good. Wait until I first can't see it, probably on the next stream or something. Or maybe this stream if I get partial. Cause it's like week 12 at facing. Only one time.
And they start here with a 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. And now he'll let this one go
damn.
deep over the middle. And it's knocked away.
Yeah, Dallas and me and Kansas City have 4-0. 4 wins, no losses. And I'm sure not losing against the Jaguars.
Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown.
Did Connor say I was live to you, by the way? That's how you hopped on, or it popped on your phone?
This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have
Damn,
some options on second
Lions play Sunday one. Would they win?
To start the campaign. They've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
Look at that pass.
Right there, and I'll tell you what I've seen in recent times. And
You need to hit the white line, but fine.
From a college offense.
Did Connor watch?
They kind of tell you I was live.
To show them how to get out of the pocket, how to get comfortable when they're doing so, and to make plays under that type of duress. That's an example of what we're seeing.
Injured Buffalo.
Now a stoppage here as we've got a bill shaken up on the play.
That guy's always
The
injured.
medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Here's 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. He's going to let this go.
Touchdown.
Back of the end zone.
Look at that. Boom.
Gabriel Davis, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bills are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass his young quarterback
Was that even in?
with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more
I don't even know if that was in or not.
Analysis. Impressed, aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why
Why we're not
shouldn't we be?
complaining?
We've seen him improve throughout the year.
Their quarterback leading this offense back out. He threw a touchdown pass last time they had it. And they'll look to get him in the end zone again here as they start with the 1st down. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette.
Why does this not even look like my stadium? Unless they just put the roof up a little bit.
And they gave up no cutback angle. You know you're trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Going deep for Diggs. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play here for Buffalo. 41 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. They'll let the QB keep it here off the option.
All the way! Oh! Woo!
It's their quarterback. 35 yards. And the Bills have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
What a play.
They got the job done on the ground on their previous drive with a touchdown run, and he'll start anew with a 1st down.
Set. Hut.
They begin with a run by Fournette. Gets it up past the 10 with a nice move. Antonio Johnson makes the stop.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
Rolling to his left. And got his man complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A gain of 37.
And what great recognition between a receiver and his quarterback because he's going to recognize the trouble, and then he has 2 options. Cut off the route and come back to help, or head straight down the field, and he chooses the latter, and it turns into a huge play.
The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Back to throw. They'll roll him out right.
Damn.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a 1st down. Fournette running out of the gun. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
They've created a nice
They're going to lose against them again.
A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
Lions will.
2nd down and 4. He'll look to throw. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Lambert. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 17-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. Looking for the outright. It's completed.
Damn, I thought that was a touchdown right there.
1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Just picking up yardage and bunches here these last few plays.
I thought that was a touchdown. Right there, it's open. He should have ran straight. He would have got that touchdown.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Fournette is in. Touchdown, Bills. So that's now 10 touchdowns for him on the year. He's into double figures, and we're not even to the halfway point of the season yet.
Partner, doesn't this speak to how well he works with this offensive line? They know he doesn't need a giant alley to run through. He just needs a little seam. And he's so good at being patient, waiting for things to develop, and then accelerating when it does appear.
Now out Out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. He's played a pretty clean first half.
Finally won 2 games.
Interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball.
I really didn't think he was going to win.
They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. Caleb Chase, the former first-rounder, in there to get the sack.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front.
He's got him in. Complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. So that play much needed there as they're all the way up.
Welcome to the stream. Welcome.
Sliding out of the pocket. That is complete downfield to Knox.
All the way!
Dawson Knox in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bills continue to pull away here in this first half. Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because they feel more confident.
I'm going to the third quarter.
Their future at quarterback.
And they should feel that way. It's obvious he's a big part of why they have such a good record this season. You're right about the bright future as well, and by association.
He's number 1 in the league in touchdown passes, just through number 20 on that last
Do we
drive.
really just run this all the way?
Down. They'll start out here with the option left.
No!
Tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
You guys are losing right now.
Most of the time when you design
There's a 9
a
winning.
little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. Down the right sideline. Touchdown. Dawson Knox. His second touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
That 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's...
You guys are getting slaughtered right now. It's 42 to nothing.
And they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10.
We're home, so.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not a whole lot there. Maybe a yard to the 27.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
2nd and 9 now. It'll buy some time right. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets them a 1st down.
Parker, even I can figure out who deserves the lion's share of credit for their lead right now because he has been terrific in a dual threat role, really chewing up yardage and getting them points with his legs. Simply put, that defense has had no way of stopping him, and that's why his side is on.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Bills. Jarvis Landry, 46 yards. And the Bills have got it on cruise control. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You can see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know
I
about
wonder
a rookie
what's the
is,
Jaguars
when the
like.
pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And boy, it was pretty.
Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but They've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL.
It's him again.
Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Fournette once more on second down. Gets around him. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
60 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy.
And always sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. Still on his feet. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Leonard Fournette, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bills are well on their way to a 5-0 start as they extend their lead.
I know I should keep the focus and the spotlight on the hero that just scored, but tackling's been an issue for this defense all game long. I can't set that aside. We just saw it again here. Missed tackles leads to his long touchdown run.
Now as they get set to take over here. And it's looking all the more likely that a 5th straight win is going to be in the cards. They'll try to run some time here with a 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock with Fournette. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Again, it's Fournette. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the...
Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. Problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Delayed game.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Still 1st down.
The drive will start with an option going left. And just shutting him off there.
Winners!
Across midfield. Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense.
Now that was some teamwork out there, fellas.
Okay, let's see. Let's try. Sunday night.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And coming up, we're going to see Leonard Fournette. He's coming off a track meet kind of week. Just a bunch of yards and frequent trips to the end zone. It's the Bills and the Giants under the lights on Sunday night.
Autumn has come to upstate New York. Fall colors abound, and we welcome you inside Highmark Stadium here in Orchard Park. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the Buffalo Bills. Hello, everybody. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you take a look at the Bills entering play here. They're off to a terrific start, unbeaten at 5-0 through the first month and change.
And you can hang a lot of this early success on their defense, too. They're the tone setters for the...
So here now the Bills offense on the field to get their first crack at it. Fournette, a first down carry. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Now we've got a giant player here, slow to get up after that last play. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Rolling to his right. Uncorks one for Davis. It's caught inside the 25. A big play here for Buffalo. 43 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Inside handoff now to Fournette. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, CD, you see some of the injuries that have popped up for this franchise, and obviously hoping to get these guys back sooner rather than later.
Yeah, and these guys, they've been hearing the mantra next man up since their Friday night light games in high school. It's 3 simple words, but they're absolutely perfect to use, and everyone has adopted them. Next guy up, do your best.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Bills are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Dexter Lawrence finding his way through defensively for the stop. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Escaping the pressure right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
It hasn't been a real good start to this game from a defensive perspective, but now after the incompletion on 2nd down, things may be changing. If they can come up with one more play, they might be able to get out of it with just a field goal attempt.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Bills respond to that opening drive touchdown with 1 to go.
What an effort there. Sometimes you hold your breath a bit when you see your quarterback diving for the end zone. You don't want him to land on a shoulder wrong or take a big shot.
Last time they had the football, he ran it in. That was his 7th rushing touchdown of the season as they begin with a 1st down here. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. So, Charles, you look at this offense, so what a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0. Then lost 5 and 6 and went out in the 1st round. I think if you get toward mid-November, the Thanksgiving time frame, and you're still doing this, that's when things start to get real for a ball club.
And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
So here are the Bills to take over. Remember, they're riding that 5-game winning streak, and right now in the driver's seat in this ball game as well. They'll come out throwing here on first down. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. On the draw, this is Fournette. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
2nd and 5.
They're going to look to throw. Flushed out right. 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
They'll look to throw here on first down. They'll roll him out right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Gabriel Davis with touchdown number 7 on the year. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Showed some of his improv skills there, getting flushed out of the pocket, but still able to make the throw for the score.
So that means he's not a method actor?
No.
Because with the improv means break character when you need to. And in the NFL...
Out is their quarterback with this offense to take over once more. He had the touchdown pass last time they had it. And they'll start here with a 1st and 10.
Back to throw here. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there.
Hang on a second here, because on that last play, it appears one of the Giants shaken up.
We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Up the gut, Fournette. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 3rd down, Fournette. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the side. There he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next visit.
Let's go.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. It's a gain of 6, and that will be the final play of this first half. So we've reached halftime here in Orchard Park, where the Bills taking the lead into the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started out at GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. And as you see, they were winners back on Thursday night. Isaiah Pacheco, 2 touchdown runs to lead the way. From there, we take the long trip back across the country, then across the pond. Check out the action in London. And they couldn't get the job done as they fall to the visiting Baltimore Ravens. Lamar Jackson, 2 touchdown passes as his guys remain unbeaten. And then on Monday night, folks, you are in for a treat. They've got a good one lined up between the Dallas Cowboys and the LA Chargers.
come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter.
And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I liked what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be license to take some shots downfield.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 47.
He'll keep it himself.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
A little do-it-yourself run right there, and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find a way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
And Diggs will have a Bills first down as he'll get this down inside the 35.
Here's a give to Fournette, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. They'll set up a throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
Kayvon Thibodeau,
his 2nd sack of the night. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down.
Well, there were about 70,000 that were quickly calling for that flag. It comes out there for pass interference.
And what do you think, partner? A little sarcasm in that cheering from this crowd here tonight. What they're hoping now is to build a little momentum off of it and give them a more genuine reason to cheer down the road.
23 yards on the play. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. Now back to throw. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown.
Gabriel Davis
with his 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Bills take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. Back to throw now on 1st down.
Open man down the field is Landry. Now inside the 25.
And finally wrestled down at the 11. A big play there on the catch and run. 64 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
And he's got his tight end Knox for a Bills touchdown.
An 11-yard touchdown.
And the Bills are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Well, to put it mildly, he's been able to dice up this secondary all game long, and this time that was a missile that he threw into the end zone and adding another touchdown to his ledger.
And I think we see these youngsters develop a lot quicker than we ever have because when they get started in this game, they're not just throwing.
The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. But they can thank their defense for another stop, and now look at the score, where they've got the football. They're looking pretty good.
They're looking excellent because now you're thinking to yourself, let's just take some time off the clock. work it down, and of course, you put another touchdown on the board, you can pretty much say bye-bye to this one.
Play calling here can be a little bit more conservative because of the lead.
A little bit more conservative. The biggest thing, everyone understands how to get the ball downfield and how to stay in bounds and make sure the clock keeps running.
A shotgun give to Fournette. And he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. First and 10. So good run by Fournette. Now another first and 10. They'll drop to throw. And he's got his tight end Knox for a Bills touchdown. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Bills add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Yet another touchdown in what has just been a high-scoring affair, a fun one to watch. And it's the rookie quarterback, Charles, coming through with yet another touchdown pass to pad the lead.
Did we come into this game where...
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. They'll try the right side here with Fournette. Shoves him aside. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
85 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. They'll run it again with Fournette. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on because that's divided up by sections. Right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It goes as a gain of 6, and it's a first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset.
So here's a first and 10 now down inside the 20. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. And now out come the Bills.
Here we go. Let's go now. Here we go.
They'll go ahead and take the knee here, and the unbeaten season will continue. And a sight that's becoming familiar in this season. They remain undefeated, another win under their belt.
And they did it the way that they really want to. Taking a knee at the end of the game, that means you have the ball, you're in control, you dictate the final part of this ball game, and they did exactly that.
And the clock rolls down to 0. And a sight that's becoming familiar in this season. They remain undefeated, another win under their belt.
And they did it the way that they really want to. Taking a knee at the end of the game, that means you have the ball, you're in control, you dictate the final part of this ball game, and they did exactly that.
And the clock rolls down to 0.
And this
was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for the Bills, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for the Giants, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.
It's week 7 of the National Football League, and we'll see the Bills rock it on quarterback. He's coming off a nice week throwing the ball. 4 touchdown throws. It's the Bills and the Patriots on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us roughly midway between Boston and Providence. Everybody knows it as Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal week 7 as it will be the Buffalo Bills taking on the New England Patriots. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Patriots team entering play, and they've lost 3 straight here, and it goes without saying, I guess, they could certainly use a win.
And how do they get a win? Because they've lost 3 straight, I think.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down. The rushing numbers for Fournette from last week. 18 carries for an even 100 yards.
And when you lead the league in rushing for this stretch of time, now you take on the identity. You now lead the team, and everything runs through you in terms of offense.
And now off to the races down the right side. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. We know he's got the arm, but watch out for those wheels.
Kind of harkens back to guys they used to call the scrambler and the dodger. This guy can make it work with his legs.
Field opened up. He took advantage. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. On play action, they'll throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Zach Davidson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bills are on the board first here this afternoon. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. He had the touchdown pass on their previous drive, and they'll search for another score as they begin here with a 1st and 10. Dances by him. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the 1st down carry. So this game, Charles, you know, we talked about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that. And by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half. Backups get the play in the second. But you and I both know the funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really put
Stephon Diggs. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A big play that time on the catch and run. 38 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. A handoff to Fournette. Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 on that one and a Bills 1st down. Now Leonard Fournette. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Bills have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. He continues to show at this level that he can not only pass for touchdowns, he can run for touchdowns.
Not the first time we've seen this, because this young...
Last time they had the football, he ran it in. His 8th rushing touchdown on the season. Been such a vital part of that rushing attack. 1st and 10 here. They begin with a run by Fournette. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had design.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. That's a step in the right direction defensively here because you're facing this sizable deficit. They're going to need more plays like that. A good sack, though. Good effort there.
And what you're hoping is, as you said, a step in the right direction, and that means it's something to build on. So you get the first one, and hopefully that can ignite them, and now they can make a few more plays and get back into this game.
Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10...
And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Matthew Judon in there to take him down. And this is a quarterback who's already had success on the ground in this first half, but this time they're able to hem him in.
And it's always different when you rush a mobile quarterback as opposed to a guy you know will be right back in the pocket. In this case, you got to make sure the inside pressure and the outside pressure match. And maybe even a second wave to make sure if he squirts free, you got someone to tackle him.
Out of the gun now on third down. That is incomplete.
Has been a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on third down.
Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. He's thrown for a touchdown. He also ran for a touchdown, so they have to count for a guy that can do a little bit of both.
And because of that, that puts a defense back on its heels. Because normally you just think, okay, he's going to throw the ball. Let's tee off, put a little extra pressure on him. But when he's able to either escape or run with the ball and design plays, that really changes what you try and do on defense.
Yeah, you certainly can't forget about the arm, that's for sure. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Eluding the pressure right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll look to throw out to his left. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Flush to his right. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A great pickup there, 35 yards, and obviously the first down to go along with it.
Well, he looked his way quite a bit in this first half, and with good reason. You can see it there. He is such a handful defensively, just too hard to keep him under wraps. He delivers a big play here for this offense.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Matt Judon. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. They'll look to throw. They'll buy some time right. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. It'll go as a sack, a loss of 3, and in turn, it takes us to a 4th down. So here are the Bills to take over. Their win streak at 6 coming in and counting as they've got the lead right now, beginning this drive 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. That is caught. He's going to have the 1st down and then some. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Gabriel Davis, 74 yards. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
And that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench because they accomplish exactly what they set out to do. Take care of the football, eat up a little.
And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. Is this a touchdown? That's the question. CD, what are they looking for here?
You just need any part of the football to break the plane. You don't need the whole football. It doesn't need to go over the entire white line. It's just that front part of the white line. And if you draw an imaginary plane going straight up, that's what they need to cross.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So take away the touchdown. The officials rule he did not get the football to break the plane. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. He'll drop to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Juwan Bentley. And the Patriots are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? No. Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him.
Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And he's going to step out of bounds all the way down at the 30-yard line. A big play here for Buffalo. 44 yards. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Flushed out right. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Well, here's a classic second guess. I thought he had a better chance of a positive play if he just ran it himself. The coverage downfield was really good. That one falls incomplete.
Back to throw again. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. It's Marte Mapu. And the Pats are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. That pick hurts a little extra because it was 3rd down. The Bills ready to take over. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
And if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz just trying to get to the quarterback, trying to scheme someone.
The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
This is hard for me to pick.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain, or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down. Back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
It's been a nice day for him as a passer and as a runner. One of the few mistakes he's made in this ballgame. The wrong choice on that one. That one goes incomplete.
Looking to throw. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 40. 21 yards there on 3rd down. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Rolling to his right. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
His running ability has been an extra dimension of their game plan thus far. For once, though, he doesn't create any magic against the front that's prepared for him to try and take off.
4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Here comes 2nd down and 5. 2nd and 5. That's caught by Diggs. And Diggs will have a Bills first down as he'll take this down to the 26. Here's 1st down. Back to throw. They'll roll him out right. And outbounds right around the 20.
Well, this has certainly turned into a showcase game for what he can do on the ground because they're just continuing to give him chances to run it, and he's earning every additional carry by putting up positive yardage on each run.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. A big play here, crowd on their feet. 3rd and 4. Now Fournette. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Leonard Fournette with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bills have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter.
We see this a lot on 3rd and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
So now an important conversion attempt here as the Bills line up to go for 2. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes could prove risky there. It worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
What a finish to this one. I mean, this offense, they had it down there inside the red zone, but ultimately couldn't execute that final snap to find the end zone.
Yeah, and they're going to walk away from this one, and you know it's going to go through their heads the entire time until they get to play again. If we could only have that final snap to do over one more time, maybe with a different play call.
So for Buffalo, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for New England, they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss, and they'll look to regroup next week as they head down to Miami to take on the Dolphins.
Hey, we eating somewhere tonight? Let's do it. Rook is paying.
It's week 8 of the NFL, and all eyes are on Tre'Davious White, who got himself a pick last week and a boatload of tackles. It's the Buccaneers and the Bills on Thursday night primetime.
Well, there is a brand new stadium starting to take shape just across the way, but for now, the action is here at Highmark Stadium in Buffalo, New York. And tonight we begin week 8 with a good matchup for you here, as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Buffalo Bills. Hello, everybody, with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you take a look at the Bills entering play here. They can't be any better as we hit the halfway mark. A perfect 7-0 on the year.
And when we looked at this team in August and we looked at this...
So here come the Bills on offense for the first time. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
And I think if you ask most folks to give you their first half MVP, very likely they're going to say it's this man right here. The NFL's leader in touchdown passes to this point in the season. Still 2 months to go. But if he can keep going at the pace he's at, this is going to be a dangerous team come January, and he could very well walk away with the MVP.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So, Charles, offensively, this group really playing at a high level, 7-0. We're still a long ways from discussing a potential unbeaten season, I think. But to use a golf expression, no blood. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Kalijah Kancey in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. So here come the Bills out for their 2nd drive. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well, and let the opponent deal with that. That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw, sliding out of the pocket. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 15-yard line. Give him 18 on the play.
I can't be sure how much of that was planned pre-snap, but it certainly opens up some avenues for their offense. And if he can stay a threat to break off those kind of runs, it'll pull defenders away from coverage and open up some choice throwing lanes for him moving forward.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Devin Duvernay, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bills take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was an absolute rifle for the completed touchdown.
It absolutely was, and let's face it, you think he was really ready to...
So here are the Bills to take over. They've got the lead right now, and remember, they are riding that very impressive 7-game winning streak, trying to push it to 8. Fournette, a 1st down carry. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. The rushing numbers for Fournette from last week, 9 carries and even 60 yards and a touchdown.
Well, obviously, he didn't have a great deal of time between games, having to turn around on a short week and get ready for Thursday night football. But he said in pregame he was feeling pretty good and felt more recovered from last week's contest than he would have expected. Didn't seem to think this short week was going to affect him much as he chases a big performance here in prime time.
And he's going to have a Bills 1st down. His good running gets him to about the 44.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
Steps away. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards, the final tally. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Dancing to his left. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Big yardage there on the scramble that gets him a 1st down.
Well, that turned out better than most of the passes he could have thrown on that snap. The coverage downfield was excellent, but the containment close to home left him a backdoor escape, and they paid dearly for not locking up.
2nd quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal. They'll drop to throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. They've got the lead. He's a big reason why. Looking sharp so far.
And as we travel around the league, we see quarterbacks get it done in a variety of ways. But today's NFL does tell us one thing. If that guy doesn't play well, their team's not going to win. And right now he's got his team in the lead.
And now they'll look to extend that lead. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. The Bills on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. He'll buy some time right. Well, he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. He's got to be feeling pretty good. Playing well. Team has the lead, so just looking to mount a drive here that ends in the end zone.
And all quarterbacks will tell you, hey, we love a running game, helps us out. But at the end of the day, they want to rely on their arm. Throw the football, feel good about things, keep things moving in the right direction. Right now, that's exactly what we're saying.
And that's caught inside the 30. A big play here for Buffalo. 51 yards.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. On the move to his left. This will be caught inside the 10. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with a number.
And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Leonard Fournette as the first half is winding down. And the Bills will extend their lead here just before halftime. Boy, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done, but they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender.
So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That is complete downfield to Knox. Look at the big fella go. And did he get in? No. Down at the 1-yard line. A big play there on the catch and
tracked down just short of the goal line. So a big play there is going to set him up with 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great play there. Keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went in at the half, and they came out here in the second half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes, and while this game is far from over, I love the...
Remember, he ran it in the last time they had it. That was his 9th rushing touchdown. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
It's been a fun game for him so far, but I think he tried to do just a little too much that time. Give the defense a rare win on that snap.
On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Still needing 10 yards. Now it's 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Rolling. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
A rough play there for the first-year quarterback, and that's a skill he'll pick up as he gains more experience in the NFL. Recognizing situations where he might have to take the sack and finding a way to minimize the lost yardage in those situations. But for now, a big loss is the result of this one.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. They'll try and start this drive in the air, eluding the pressure right. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Flush to his right. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A good pickup there, 26 yards. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys
smash the like.
in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers.
Welcome to the stream, James.
Let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Oh, he's been fun to watch in this one. He's made the correct reads all game long and helped stake his team a huge lead. Running, passing, he's made all the right decisions. But that wasn't the right read on that one. It falls incomplete.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. They'll set up to throw, escaping the pressure right. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Great way to convert on 3rd down there, 21 yards the play. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Buffalo. It's the Bills with a lead and the football here to begin the 4th quarter. Inside handoff now to Fournette. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to, says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
They'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Shaquille Barrett able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. And here come the Bills. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. They'll try and run some clock with Fournette and give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. Good gain there on first down and keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down. The Bills on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Bills first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. Fournette running right. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, Fournette. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
The Bills offense back out onto the field. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Bills, they continue to cruise as they move to 8-0 now on the campaign. And now they'll have a few extra days here before they face Cincinnati next week. Meanwhile, for Tampa Bay, they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans.
hope my mama was watching tonight.
Okay, chat, thank you guys for watching the stream. I hope you guys have a good day, and I'll see you guys on the next stream. Thank you guys for watching, and peace out. Peace!